Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Vhannah's Corner.
It's Vhannah's Corner. Oh.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. We're going to start off the new year with some positivity. Well, obviously, there's going to be a little sadness, but we want to mix that into positivity in the end.
Right.
But yeah, so I have Nyla on today. It's Miss
Hello.
Nyla Allure. Hello, check her out. She is a follower of Christ. She is a makeup artist. She is giving you all of it. So I want her to come on today because I think her story is beautiful, and I really feel like people should hear some of it. And see how she turned over her life to Jesus Christ. And for some people that know me, I am religious. But let me just put a disclaimer for y'all. Just because you're religious does not mean you cannot live life. Yes, you can live life to where you see fit. Because at the end of the day, you live your life. I'm not your typical Christian. I have tattoos. I go out sometimes, but I still go to church.
You saying it for all the people?
Yeah, I'm letting y'all know. I'm not. We're not perfect. It's not what we're marketing here. It's more so, we're just giving you a little story and the beauty of what God can do for us. So,
Amen.
can I hear the church say? Okay. So, Nyla, if you,
I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Right, like I don't even know where to start. Literally.
Okay. You know what? So I say start where you feel like you hit maybe rock bottom.
Okay.
And that you thought to yourself and you looked around one day like, this is not for me. Like
it's ghetto here.
It's a little
okay.
ghetto.
Rock bottom. Because I won't make it like a super long story because it can be depressing. Mm-hmm. I would say my life didn't turn out the way I wanted it to at a young age. So I was 18 and I had to take on adult responsibilities that I obviously did not sign up for. Yeah, so it became a lot because I always just felt like it's no way that this could be the very last thing. Like, it was always, I'm taking care of someone, and it was just never about me. Like, I always, growing up, you young, you want to make things about you. I want to do this for me. I want to be selfish. I want to do this. But I just always felt like my life just was never about me. It's like, that's not fair. Why am I keep dealing with this? And for me, it was more so of, I looked at life as, why is this happening to me? And then the transition now came into, why not you? That's really what it was. So it was like, all right, like, you keep looking. It's more so how you look at life. So it was from being able to not sometimes know where your next meal is going to come from, not knowing where you're going to live at, not knowing where you're going to stay. And that had to silence me. I had to understand, like, you know what? It got to be something, a bigger purpose, and it got to be a reason of why I'm going through what I'm going through. And in that stage, that's when I had to understand, like, okay, maybe this is happening because I need to silence myself. I need to be by myself. I need to be like, okay, you know what? Hello, he's calling you.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So that's really where it started for me, yeah.
Nyla, she wasn't agnostic, or you weren't agnostic.
No, yeah, that's what it is. I was never not a believer. So that was something that was taught to me from my mom. But the reason I didn't believe it for that, I believed it because, okay, my mom told me that there was a God, so I was believing. I didn't go and seek myself. That's what it was. I just knew, okay, there was a God.
So I grew up in the church, and it was kind of taboo. It was weird. It was kind of like, oh, okay, she going to church on Sunday. She's judgmental. She's going to church on Sunday. She can't do this. And it was kind of just like, this is a little annoying. Like, I can live life. I can do, kid stuff. Like, I can hang out. I can go to parties. Like, my mom is not locking me away. Like, she's not locking me away to not do things. Obviously, we had an understanding, and it was just like, you can do X, Y, and Z, but on Sunday, your behind is here. And I feel like I didn't understand it when I was younger. It didn't make any sense to me. I didn't understand it. I didn't like it. I was kind of just like, why me? Like, I ought to be here. My friends at the playground.
Yeah.
They're at the playground while I'm here. And it was kind of just like, I didn't get it. And then as I got older, I understood. Like, I gotta pray for myself. I gotta
Like, you gotta seek that relationship for yourself.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
I have to make it happen for myself. I have to. Mommy can't pray for me no more. Like, yeah, she can.
I just said this to my mother. That's crazy. Like, yeah, obviously you're gonna pray for your children, but I still gotta do the work.
Yes,
because your prayer is not gonna save me.
And I know what's obviously, you know, my mom knows what's going on, but I really know what's going on within myself. So I feel like it was important for me to develop a relationship with God. And as I got older, it was really, really important for me to develop a relationship because, like I was saying, mommy can't pray for me with certain stuff anymore. I needed to have that understanding.
Right. Especially because we held accountable after a certain age. So
exactly.
It's like, you are grown and capable. Yes. You're going to have to do that on your own. Yeah.
But I really commend Nyla because Nyla took the things that could have destroyed her, and turned it into something positive. I don't want you crying. I don't want, like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I did enough of that. I don't want him. But, yeah, so Nyla, you know, she took the things that could have broke her and turned it into something positive, and she turned it into something more of a relationship that she wanted to develop with Jesus Christ. And yeah, I just feel like that's so important, kind of taking the things that could destroy us and turning it into something positive.
And even the things that did destroy you too. Because sometimes, like, it will destroy you. Sometimes you get destroyed, but it's more so of like, all right, are you going to pull yourself out of it? Is this how you going to continue to live your life? Like, I had to take accountability for my life. That was the biggest humbling. That was the most humbling thing I could have done, was take accountability for my life. Instead of just playing victim and why me, why me, why me, you played a part in it. So your life, you can't take control of everything that's going on in your life, but there is parts in it that you got to take control over. Don't let the situation that you're in control your life. You got to be the outcome for it. So
that right there, that touched me because I feel like that's the main thing with me. I had to learn. I felt like I kept letting situations.
You don't cry. You don't cry.
I'm good. No, I kept letting situations that I was kind of like, I was telling you this like yesterday. I keep having to learn the same lesson again, people. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I keep having to learn the same lesson over and over and over and over again in different variations with different people that come in my life. And I feel like as much as, you know, we pray for the people that don't wish us any good or wish us harm, that God removes them, it's like, yeah, he can do that, but if you keep kind of
running into that wall,
if
you're doing it to yourself.
You're doing it to yourself, and it's kind of like, I have to learn that for myself, and I feel like this is another reason why I feel like it's so important for my relationship that I have with God, because I just feel like if I let my, like, carnal flesh and the physical stuff, like, guide me, I would really be lost. Like, I would truly be, like, dysfunctional. I would be lost. I wouldn't know what to do, because I just feel like the relationship I have with him has kept me going. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not. I've made mistakes in life. I've made plenty of them. A fair share of mistakes, and I will continue to make them. But I think it's about learning from it. It's about learning from our downfalls and learning from the deepest and darkest moments of our lives.
Obedience.
Exactly.
For real. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, even, like, for people who are, like, new in it, like, it's just more so, I would recommend, I would say, like, keep your relationship with him personal. Because the minute you start, like, you could tell what someone, like, what God has done for you. You can share that with people. But with your prayers and everything, you got to keep that personal, because God didn't have that for them. So the minute you take that prayer and you share it with somebody, and it can even be your friend or your family, but when you share that with somebody, like, your faith is dependent on what you hear from people. So if I told you something and now you're coming back to me with something negative, my faith from doing that is gone. Because I feel like, maybe they right. I can't really do that. So you got to surround yourself around people who's going, and don't say stuff to everybody. Like, your personal relationship with him is between you and him. Because that's going to be your biggest downfall right there. And that's something I had to know. Like, no.
I feel you. No, I feel you. Yeah, it's just, that's why it's always been tough for me. And this episode right here is very personal to me because I have told Nyla I'm very... So people that know me personally, they know, like, I'm Christian or whatever the case is. My family, my mom, the background of stuff with how I was raised in the church. But it's like, I'm very... about saying it to people because it's kind of like, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be judged. I still live my life. I still do what I do. And sometimes I don't feel like it's the Christian way. So it's tough for me to like talk about this stuff. Yeah. But I felt like I needed to do this and I needed to have this conversation to let people know that, you don't have to be a saint. So, what we kind of wanted you to understand here today is that, your downfalls shouldn't guide you. They shouldn't be, the thing that, what were you saying? They shouldn't be, one moment in time shouldn't be what judges your future.
Right.
It's not going to carry with you. There are darkest moments, some things that still latch onto me today. I have to pray that I remove that type of stuff and that I don't carry that guilt. Or I don't carry, certain things because... It's tough.
Yeah, because being a Christian, it's not like, oh, I'm a Christian now, I found God, problems is gone.
That's not how it works.
No. No. Guess what? You got to work really hard.
Okay, the test and testimony. I had to learn that. The word test isn't testimony.
It don't disappear because you have, if anything, it gets harder. Because everything around you is a test. Like, literally, his eyes is on you. Like, all right, you following me. I'm watching what you're doing next. I'm watching. And I was like, the conviction, the spiritual warfare. All right, calm down, relax. I get it.
And the faith that we talked about, the faith is small as a mustard seed. Listen, you don't have to, I'm not telling you to go to church every Sunday. I'm not saying that stuff.
I don't go to church.
Nyla doesn't go to church every Sunday.
That I did not grow up in the church either. I'm looking for two different stories. And look at the outcome. So it don't matter who you are, whatever addiction you had, whatever you're going through, anybody is capable. Anybody, literally. So again, I didn't grow up in the church. I was a lost, I can't even gonna lie, I was a lost little child. I was a lost soul. That's not something that my family, like my mom obviously, but that's not something that I grew up in. So
it's a different life. It's a different life. And like you said, everybody got their own path. So, it's about, the journey there. And it's about, understanding as well. We know everybody is not like this. And it's okay. My boyfriend is a prime example. He is not religious, but we coexist. We more than coexist. So,
your man.
Exactly. We've been together for a while. So, we just, wanted to spread the good word for y'all.
Positivity,
Positivity. That's how we entering into 2023, okay? Positivity. We walking with it. So
this is your year, honestly. If you ain't hear from nobody, I'm telling you, bro, get up.
Yep, that's right.
Get up.
Get up, get going. That thing you've been sitting on. Move on it.
Press the gas. What are you doing?
You can do it, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like Nyla said, some things you keep to yourself. You keep that in your own pocket. That to yourself. Your personal prayer or just a personal manifestation, whatever it is. You keep that to yourself because you can do it.
Hallelujah.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye. That was good.
That was good.
That flowed. I like that. We did that.